Please stay standing for the singing of the national anthem of the United States of America, sung by Miss Elizabeth Egger, graduate music student.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, everyone. Please be seated. We will begin today's ceremony with an invocation by Dr. Joan Pierkowski, Professor of English.
In my role as English professor, I have chosen to read a poem to help us honor the spirit and significance of this happy occasion. I am reading an edited selection from William Blake's The Divine Image. The Divine Image. To mercy, pity, peace, and love, all pray in their distress. And to these virtues of delight, return their thankfulness. For mercy has a human heart, pity a human face, and love the human form divine, and peace the human dress. Then everyone of every clime all pray in their distress, pray to the human form divine, love, mercy, pity, peace. And all must love the human form where mercy, love, and pity dwell. Their God is dwelling too.
Thank you, Dr. Pierkowski. Greetings, everyone, graduates, family members, guests, faculty, administrators, and staff. I am very pleased to be with you this morning. I'm Dr. Susan Huber, Executive Vice President and Provost. I would like to introduce to you the members of the platform party behind me. Starting from your left, my left, pardon me, and your right, our distinguished guests are Dr. Don Weinkauf, Dean of the School of Engineering, Dr. Mark Salisbury, Dean of the College of Education, Leadership, and Counseling, Mr. Mark Vansgaard, Vice President for Business Affairs and Chief Financial Officer, Father John Malone, Vice President for Mission and member of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Aimee Petra, President of the Alumni Association. Dr. Ken Goodpaster, David and Barbara Koch Endowed Chair in Business Ethics. Dr. Joan Pierkowski, Professor of English. Dr. Julie Sullivan, President of the University. Father Larry Snyder, President of Catholic Charities USA. Dr. Chris Thompson, Dean of the St. Paul Seminary School of Divinity. Dr. Terry Langan, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Barbara Shank, Dean of the School of Social Work. Ms. Sarah Gross-Mettner, General Counsel and Chief Human Resources Officer. Dr. Jane Canny, Vice President for Student Affairs. At this time, I would also like to recognize the faculty who are present and thank them for their dedication to our students and to our mission. Faculty, would you please stand so we might recognize you? It is now my honor to present to you the President of the University of St. Thomas, Dr. Julie Sullivan, who will give some welcome remarks.
Father Snyder, Dr. Pierkowski, Dr. Huber, graduates, families, alumni, honored guests, and friends. On behalf of the University of St. Thomas, I join in welcoming you to our 2014 commencement exercises. I offer my congratulations to the 360 students on whom we will confer graduate degrees this morning. We share your joy on this occasion, and we proudly call you alumni. We hope you are going forth on the next leg of your journey with a St. Thomas education that has been challenging and stimulating and has prepared you well to make a positive impact on the organizations and communities of which you will be a part. You will be going forth to join what will be over 100,000 living Tommy alumni at the conclusion of our last commencement ceremony this evening. Having met many of these alumni in the Twin Cities and throughout the United States this year, I can tell you and assure you that this is the most loyal and supportive alumni network I have ever encountered. Our Tommy alumni, as I hope you are proud of their university and proud of their education. Your fellow Tommies will be there for you, and I know you for them for the rest of your lives. You will always be a member of our family. You're just going on to a next stage of your membership in our family. We wish you the best in all of your ventures in the years ahead. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Father Larry Snyder. Father Snyder is President of Catholic Charities USA, the national office of more than 160 local Catholic charities agencies nationwide that provide help and create hope to more than 10 million people a year, regardless of their religious, social, or economic backgrounds. Since joining Catholic Charities USA in 2005, Snyder has been responsible for leading the overall direction of the Catholic Charities movement and the strategic leadership of CCUSA. He oversees CCUSA's work to reduce poverty in America encouraging government, business, and academia to raise the issue of poverty in the national conversation. Snyder is the author of Think and Act Anew: How Poverty in America Affects Us All and What We Can Do About It. The book calls on our nation to commit to supporting innovative approaches to combating poverty and spotlights effective and efficient programs being run by Catholic Charities agencies across the country. Just 6 months after his arrival at CCUSA, Snyder led the network's response to Hurricane Katrina and Rita, in which more than 110 Catholic charities in the Gulf Coast and beyond provided immediate and long-term aid to more than 1 million hurricane victims. In 2007, he was named to the Pontifical Council, Cor Unum, which oversees the Church's charitable activities around the world. He was also president of Caritas North America from 2006 to 2011. In 2009, President Barack Obama appointed Snyder to the President's Advisory Council of Faith-Based and Neighborhood Partnerships. In addition, he has been recognized twice by the nonprofit Times in its Power and Influence Top 50 of nonprofit leaders. Prior to joining CCUSA, Snyder served as Executive Director of Catholic Charities of St. Paul in Minneapolis, the largest provider of social services in the Twin Cities. He was ordained a priest of the Archdiocese of St. Paul in Minneapolis in 1988 and was a high school teacher for 8 years prior to joining the seminary. Snyder earned a bachelor's degree from Illinois Benedictine College in Lisle, Illinois. He holds a master's degree of divinity from the St. Paul Seminary School of Divinity and a master's of public administration from Hamline University in St. Paul, Minnesota. In 2011, he was awarded an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree from St. Francis University in Loretto, Pennsylvania. Snyder serves as the former chair for Leadership 18 and the board of Independent Sector. He is also a trustee of America's Promise Alliance. Please welcome Father Larry Snyder.
Thank you, Dr. Huber. Good morning. President Sullivan, distinguished faculty, honored guests and family, and especially esteemed graduates. Let me begin by saying that for you graduates assembled here this morning, this day is historic. It marks an end and a beginning. This day changes the horizons before you. And so we all gather to celebrate your accomplishments and to wish you a future full of possibility and success. I consider it a great honor to have been chosen to be the commencement speaker this year. Some 27 years ago, way back in 1987, I received a Master of Divinity degree from this university. And at that time, I had no idea what awaited me in my professional career, but I knew that I was well prepared and ready for the challenges that would come my way. Let me assure you that every commencement speaker takes this task very seriously. I have looked diligently for just the right quotation with which to begin my remarks, and I think I found it. This quotation comes from a statement of the Catholic bishops in this country when they met way back in 1866, almost 150 years ago. And the bishops wrote this: "It is a very melancholy fact and a very humiliating avowal for us to make that a very large portion of the vicious and idle youth of our principal cities are the children of Catholic parents." Once more, the bishops wrote this: "It is a very melancholy fact and a very humiliating avowal for us to make that a very large portion of the vicious and idle youth of our principal cities are the children of Catholic parents." So right about now, I suspect that you are asking yourselves two questions. First of all, what were these bishops so riled up about? And secondly, what earthly connection can this quote possibly have to such a joyous occasion like today? Well, trust me, I'm going to try to make that connection. But first of all, what is that quote all about? I suppose that we could simply write it off as the meanderings of a group of grumpy old men. But actually, there is more to it. A few statistics give us a more complete picture. At that time, in New York alone, half of all prisoners, half of those in juvenile detention, and half of those in public poorhouses were all born in Ireland. And I'm half Irish, so don't throw anything. But that also means that for the most part, they were Catholic. We know that they came to this country out of destitution and were simply looking for opportunity that would allow them to care for themselves and their families. We also know that they were met with significant anti-Catholic bias. The new life they found here was a tough one with very few opportunities. So understood within that context, the bishop's statement was actually a call to action to respond to our fellow citizens and our fellow Catholics. That call to action resulted in the development of systems that address the needs of those immigrants in the areas of education, healthcare, and social services. At that time, we truly were a church of immigrants and therefore a church of the poor. But these systems gave people the tools they needed to assimilate to life and citizenship in this country. And just as important, they lifted them out of poverty. Today, those systems still exist, and they still enrich the lives of many. In fact, they have become the largest private educational system, the largest private health system, and the largest social service network in our country. That generation answered the bishop's call to action and built something that would have significant and lasting impact upon our country. Those systems today actually serve far more than just immigrants. Okay, so what connection does a statement made by the bishops of this country back in 1866 have with this event today? Let me try to make the connection. Very shortly, I promise, you graduates will receive a diploma. That piece of paper or parchment is many things. It is, first of all, a testament to the academic achievement and level of expertise to which you have risen. It is a testament to not only the courses and the papers and the exams that you have endured, but also to the sacrifices that you have made in this endeavor. Your diploma is also a key that will open doors to new opportunity. It will expand your horizons and admit you to the ranks of academia. But from this university, your diploma is more. The beginnings of this venerable university were a part of that effort begun in the late 1800s to serve the needs of those marginalized by society. Today, the University of St. Thomas provides education to people of every faith and no faith, to any who are true seekers of knowledge and who believe in values that transcend our individuality and connect us in a common dignity. It still continues to grow and to develop as it responds to the needs of the time. This university stands in that tradition of social justice that has been a part of your formation. At this university, for example, you find the John A. Ryan Institute. named after Monsignor John A. Ryan, a graduate from St. Thomas and the seminary, and he was one of the great pioneers in Catholic social thought in the first part of the 20th century, and his influence continues today. That tradition now becomes your heritage. So, like the bishop's statement so long ago, your diploma is also a call to action. Like previous generations before, you have the opportunity to make an impact that could change the course of our society for the better. The world that awaits you is broken, fragile, hungry, and demanding, but it is also beautiful, rewarding, and full of opportunity. All of us are called to leave it a better place than what we found. The University of St. Thomas has given you the tools that you need to do this. Now, you just need to go out, use them, and make a difference. I want to end with another quote. This one from Archbishop John Ireland. And I suspect that you know him since he founded this university in 1885. Or maybe you know him simply because you have passed by his statue that stands watch over the campus many times. Well, at the end of the 19th century, the bishops of this country were once again meeting, and he was asked to address them. The bishop that spoke before him was asked to speak about the contribution the church has made in this country, and he cited the areas that I talked about: education, healthcare, social services. But Archbishop Ireland, I suspect because he was a visionary, was asked to address what the future would be like. And so in his very oratorical style, he began, "Oh, for the eye of a prophet to see countless generations into the future." And he went on and on. But he ended with these simple words: "But no prophet's eye is needed, for as we will it, so shall the future be." As we will it, so shall the future be. Graduates, you are sitting here today because you have willed the future to be different. You go forth today with minds fortified with knowledge and understanding. So be leaders who are lifelong learners. Be masters of your discipline, but live the Renaissance ideal of a person who respects all the disciplines of learning. So be sure that there is a little bit of the heart of a social worker and a counselor, a little bit of the patience of a teacher, a little bit of the wonder of a theologian, a little bit of the problem solver of an engineer in all that you do. And remember this piece of wisdom from the founder of this university: as we will it, so shall the future be. Congratulations.
Thank you, Father Snyder, for your excellent comments and especially for that call to action for our graduates. At this point in the ceremony, we will begin the presentation of candidates for degrees with the doctoral candidates. Dr. Anderson.
I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Doctor of Education in the field of Critical Pedagogy. Caleb Clausen Drexler Booth. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Doctor of Education in the field of Leadership. Jean Kofel, Kevin Scott Gertis, Angela Wanless Lawrence, Karen Marie Lennon, Margaret Ann Lovejoy, Rebecca Lynn McGill, Laura Jean Thorvilson, Janice Ferguson Weller, I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Doctor of Education in the field of Organization Development.
Uh-oh. Oh, you like blue? Oh, there we go.
Mary Catherine Caro. Laura Friesenberg. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Doctor of Psychology in the field of Counseling Psychology. Jane Erin Holly Balerjian. Rebecca Rowena Sullivan Bertram. Randy Kristen Bourne. Jacqueline Henry. Peter Thomas Keenan. Jessica Ann Lorenzen. Megan Marie Paris. Julie Ann Patton. Rachel Marie Peterson. Naomi Louise Scott. Mary Elizabeth Spaniel. Kristen Nicole Stevens. Jacqueline B. Wright. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Education Specialist in the field of Educational Leadership and Administration. Jill Ashley Grohowski. Kimberly Strom Brisky. Ian Sheffield Brosson. Aaron Kai Broviak. Elizabeth Victoria Cornwell. Stephen Curtis Calissum. Amy E. Alvarum. Alicia Jennifer Fisher. Tara Ann Belmore Gonina. Brian J. Goranson. Megan Jean Havelak. Robin Royer Henslin. Anne Fabi Hollenkamp. Chelsea Lynn Newman. Catherine Ann O'Connell. Craig David Shavy. Jody Ellen Sepala. Jessica Ann Skowronek. Jill Sarah Stewart Keller. Brenda Jean Tiber. Shelley Tarling Wallace. Ryan Eugene Skatovich. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Community Education Administration. Carrie Ann Lind Cabe. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Educational Leadership and Administration. Gayu Abaduzi Aljurulud. Amy Lynn Bellis. Jana Marslin Schnettler. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of International Leadership. Abisra Abraham. Tabitha Jo Dennison. Justin Wood Lane. Anandra Sariram. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Leadership in Student Affairs. Maurice Minnick Abrahams. Courtney Marie Ball. Kelsey Lee Binney. Kelly Marie Bryant. Elizabeth Marie Charnel. Domingo Arcidas Coto. Benjamin Ryan Endres. Jae-Young Gao. Nicholas James Scofford. Kong Mong Her. Amanda Lynn Hoppy. Ty Patrick Jesnahoski. Stephanie Lynn Kane. Rebecca A. Moan. Laura Joelle Napi. Nicole May Pauser. Jessica Catherine Proskin. Stephen Joseph Romanesco. Allison Jean Thompson. Jeremy David Williamson. Irene Elizabeth Wilcomb. Jennifer Elizabeth Wilson. Amanda Chanel Wright. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Police Leadership. Abdullah Mohammed Almutari. Garrett Stephen Fleesland. Nabil Jim Gubosh. Matthew Francis Markham. Michelle Lynn Orlando Askin. Linda Sue Orr. Brian Patrick Peters. Michael Joseph Reynolds. Christopher Mark Sloniker. Brian Michael Smith. Matthew Thomas Struck. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Public Policy and Leadership. Ryan Joseph Carlson. Vaughn Lane Frazier. Matthew Gordon Perboleski. Andrew Joseph Ritzer. Sheehan Marie Sherber. Jill Christina Sims. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Academic Behavioral Strategist. Valerie Denise Crawford. Pamela Ray Owens. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Autism Spectrum Disorders. Abdulik Mohammed Al-Kunani. Omid Ahmed Al-Asmari. Nue Balayi Ga. Suha Habib Balege. Adrienne Merzi Buzzo. Jennifer Marie Castle. Stephanie Nicole Fisher. Jessica Marcia Hendrickson. Joanna Michelle Johnston Richard. Kelsey Elizabeth Kinsella. Sarah Lynn Coleman Keene. Ashley Rose McLaughlin. Jennifer Lee Sturgeon. Thomas Joseph Suzik. Amy Nicole Turner. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Developmental Disabilities. Dana Nicole Bernard. Teresa Marie Wells. Blake Ryan Wilson. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Early Childhood Special Education. Haifa Habib Abulaige. Thomas Sylvan Berenbaum. Elizabeth Ann Bemke. Sheila Jean Spalding. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Emotional Behavioral Disabilities. Dalal Saleh Bin Mahfouz. Jennifer Ann Kramer. Deandra Purnell Knighton. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Gifted, Creative, and Talented Education. Wafa Mohammed Almutare. Anne Elizabeth Blyle. Kirsten Jo Kedo Molden. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Learning Disabilities. Ahmed Ali Agmali. Colleen Parker. Ireland Donna Paul. Sandra Ann Sylvester. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Masters of Arts in Education in the field of Curriculum and Instruction Education K through 12. Andy Louise Floor. Amber Ann Sorensen. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Teacher Preparation Elementary. Tara Elizabeth Fairchild. Kayla Elizabeth Gross. Dietrich Nissen. Annette M. Peterson. Michelle Lee Strand. Rachel Marie Wyoff. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Teacher Preparation K through 12. Chin Yan Fan. Rita L. Hybe Farah. Catherine Amanda Holland. Jennifer Ann Troyan. Lin Wan Yu. Maribel Marlene Zuninga Flores. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Teacher Preparation, Secondary. Nathan Daniel Hakes. Nian Chi. Laura Beth Ringen. Holly Ann Steen. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Human Resource and Change Leadership. Aliyah Saleh Al Khalifa. Megan Margaret Bigelow. Monique Renee Brousseau. Christopher Edward Carlson. Luciana de Sosa. Candace Jo Dolan. Rachel Marie Syberson. Marie Alexiadora Garcia Robelli. John Patrick Gasick. Catherine Elizabeth Getler. Monica Renee Hoffman. Margaret Sunyun Hao. Sheila Danielle Kotoff. Chan Lee. Christiana Ann Lindberg. Donjay Liu. Brian Neil Meskaman. Diana Jane Nagawa Musoke. Edgar Malcolm Nusumba. Nicole Maxine Podani. Bradley Thomas Pullis. Quinn Marie Sanders. Lapunika Nira Sharma. Elena Georgieva Tariska Noel. Mihoko Tochuni. Chi Jane Tu. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Education in the field of Technology for Learning, Development, and Change. Linda Ann Leesdahl. Kate Sidlow Thomas. Sierra Shamar Alston. Amber Marie Beanick Tom. Morgan Jane Bereen. Patricia Jean Colbeth. Rachel Marie Ebeling. Katie Lynn Ernst. Jenna Lee Etzold. Jeremy Robeson Faust. Anne Elise Van Berkeland. Catherine Ray Fleck. Alicia Catherine Gadek. Amanda Catherine Gartner. Ryan Gardner Gay. Kelly Jean Hall. Emily Elizabeth Hafrogi. Did we miss the presentation? Oh, these were all counseling psychology. I got tucked behind. So these Master of Arts and well, we lost it. These are counseling psychology Master of Arts candidates. Carissa Jean Cherland. Alexandra Afton Cole. Sherry Ann Queen Waters. Marit Ashley Kalo. Maureen Bryn Lashen. Erin Claire Maroney. Daniel Ray McCartan. Jacob Anders McChesney. Mark L. Moore. Lisa Bonnie Morgan. Neera Mukesh Parekh. Paula Ann Pletz. Jennifer Rachel Quam. Marta Lynn Radcliffe. Brett Enders Ringdahl. Anna Lee Cedarberg. Abigail Kate Wheeling. Elizabeth Ann Wetland.
I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in the field of Art History, Hind Abdul Rahman Al-Mansour, Wendy Nelson DePaulis, Ava Marie Grosskopf, Soren Hager Lerdahl, Karen M. Jorgensen, Naomi Gail Sack,
I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the Master of Arts in the field of Catholic Studies, Katie Ann Daddario, Kristen R. Gottran, Dylan Carl Knoll, Catherine Mullen, Mary Jane O'Brien,
I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in the field of English, William Timothy Braun, Bridget Boudon, Melissa Hendricks, Elise Linnea Colgren, Amanda Joy Merrick, Samantha Ann Owens, Brittany K. Wolf.
I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the Master of Arts in the field of Music Education, Raluca Sorina Boak, Elizabeth Ann Egger, Jennifer Robin Youngworth, Tammy Lee Junkins, Mallory Jane Kroon Martin, Emily Grace Nelson, Melissa Suzanne Weinert,
I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in the field of Pastoral Ministry, Lisa Mary Claire Bromschwig, Callie M. Knutzlian, Jamie Renee Maloney, Erin Lyle Perlmuter, Victoria Marie Pedersen. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Master of Divinity, Reverend Mr. Michael Patrick Anthony Barsness, Reverend Mr. Mitchell Lawrence Bechtold, Reverend Mr. Timothy John Kapinski, Reverend Mr. Grant Patrick Gerlach.
I have the honor, I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Masters of Manufacturing Systems Engineering. Paul Jeffrey Eliasson. Gassam Samir Gamal. Darwish Ehsan Salama. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Electrical Engineering. Paul Ian Nyombe. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Manufacturing Systems. Abdullah Ali Al-Zubiri. Jude Ikechu Kwa Anyaniku. Sorry. Peter Michael Barbone. Abdullah Hassan Batawai. Timothy Stephen Carlson. Ezeki Adam Ishaq. Elisa Tuladhar. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Mechanical Engineering. David Scott Dewitt. Brian Jacob Johnson. Jason La Dave Sir. Linda Nini Na Hazui. Taya Upkeys. Jerry Ziang. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Regulatory Science. Michelle Baker. Lori Lynn Kivarnik. Juris Viswadis Vanagas. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Systems Engineering. Becca Mega Ursa. Timothy John O'Connell. Stephen Anthony Untz. Michael Riley. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Technology Management. Stacy Mary Holloway. Marcel Leon Meyer. Rajneesh Pandey. Stephen Edward Swensky. Kanabiran Subas. Andrew Ray Thessing. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Software Engineering. Adnam Muhammad Al-Alwait. Lobaba Muhammad Al-Alwait. Hamad Ali Al-Manif. Amin Mahdi Al-Umran. Khalid Amrani. Ephraim Mukurias Faye. Christopher Michael Belaski. Eric Ball. Brett C. Breckfield. Timothy Bawe. Chad D. Carda. Peter Elliott. Jioming Fan. Yared Gabriel. Radwan Gwenteri. Saeed Harsey. Savitri Kunsin Harris. Ismail Isabi Julius Kasaga. Binod Kesey. Thomas C. Land. Stephen Charali. Haoming Lia Ang. Telek Edward Liberty. Andrew Mahauta Maikon. Andy Nicholas Martin. Gregory Matson. Hillary Mugisa. Samuel Al-Enu No Tu Vi. Ize Nyasente Ongari. Joseph Fu Traski. Edwin Sala. Samuel Sokevi. Amanda Toy. Bihi Wang. Rajastri Vijayaraghavan. Sowa Young. Anna Elizabeth Jerle. Jane Mary Jelles Nikar. I have the honor to present to the President of the University candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the field of Software Management, Ahmad Sultan Al-Aidin, Sukhada Jayant Deodhar, Henan Duan, Bria Lian Noor, Sannuli Kulkarni, Jamuna Rani Nimani, Michael J. Plantan, Salindra J. Walsh-John. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree of Master of Software Systems, Samuel K. Ade, Arjun Kumar Ale, Fahad Abdul Al-Mansur, Said Al-Mesalam, Aparajita Anna Praset, Carlos Isaac Byres Escobar, Alexandre Spinale Ferrare, Pratikya Gautam, Adam James Hukum Stone, Karan Kapoor, Joanne Masas, Riddhi Naidu, Rakesh J. Nilamandhu, Vincent W. Y, Christopher Earl Rasmussen, Rupesh Shah, Min Jyoti Sakya, Subhas Silwal, Mahalet Tamrat Bogale, Abate Vadasa Terefe, Satish Timal Sinha, Yashir Al-Wasi, Chujing Yang.
Would the candidates for the doctoral degree please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I, Julie Sullivan, President of the University of St. Thomas, with all the rights and privileges confer, I have to confer first, confer upon you a doctoral degree from the University of St. Thomas with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Welcome to the community of scholars. Please be seated. Would the candidates for the degree Education Specialist please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I, Julie Sullivan, President of the University of St. Thomas, confer upon you the degree Education Specialist from the University of St. Thomas with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please be seated. Would the candidates for the master degree please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I, Julie Sullivan, President of the University of St. Thomas, confer upon you a master degree from the University of St. Thomas with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please be seated.
As the Alumni Association President, I would like to welcome you to the St. Thomas alumni family. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my turn to offer congratulations to all of the graduates, their families, and friends. Congratulations. There is a photo-taking area with a St. Thomas podium and backdrop outside of ballrooms A and B, where the students lined up for the ceremony. Please feel free to take pictures there with your graduate. The ceremony is now concluded. Would you please rise and stay standing until the procession is completed?